HP Service Anywhere. It's a fully featured ITSM solution and it's built from the ground up as a SaaS solution. But where it really differs from other software in this market is that it's built with a big data analytics platform as its foundation. The mega menu we see here takes you to its full set of service management modules: request, incident, problem, change, release, but much, much more. Vendor management, asset management, project and portfolio management, etc. From the entry screen with its real-time dashboard that shows the things that are of most interest to you based on your user profile, we can see any of the categories within the system. So in this dashboard we see requests, incidents, problems, changes and more. Service Anywhere has as its core the power to make your organization more efficient in how you deal with requests for information, services and support for your customers and end users. As we go through this demonstration, I'll focus on what we mean by the Big Data Service Desk and how it can make a difference for you as it does for our existing customers around the world. But for now, let's switch from the agent portal to the self-service portal, the portal that your customers and end users would use. The goal of Service Anywhere is to reduce the number of tickets, for want of a better term, that are raised in the first place, to provide a Google-like experience that allows people to easily and efficiently get the information they need to resolve any issues, order new equipment or services, and to share information with others. So from this portal, a user can see what is happening in the environment, can ask a question, can track existing issues, order from a catalog, and find the answers to everything they need to address. So on the right-hand side, we see information that may be useful to this user. The information that is presented is filtered, or you could say tailored, to the individual user based on their profile, where the profile defines the groups the user is a member of, the locations they're based in, and their skills profile. But more about that later. So here in the news section, we see there's an error with the webmail service. If we drill down on that, we see details about the error, and importantly, some useful information added by another user. In the recent offerings section, I can see offerings I've previously used, and I can click directly on the offering to reuse that rather than searching through the catalog. The Hot Ideas section is an extension to the ITSM capability of Service Anywhere and provides users with the opportunity to suggest improvements to existing services or indeed suggest new initiatives that may benefit the organization. The hot ideas displayed here are ideas that have already been submitted, again based on relevance to this particular user, and clicking on a particular idea gives the user the opportunity to support the idea, to like, and or to add feedback. To view requests that are currently being processed, we can click on the Your Requests tile in the catalog, and here I see Tom has 2 open requests, and one is a bundle, new employee. That is one request that has spawned multiple child requests. If we click on the lines icon at the top right, we can see all outstanding activities, including any items waiting on our approval. I should note at this point that access to this end user portal does not consume a Service Anywhere license. What this means to an organization purchasing Service Anywhere is that it does not incur a license cost. And further to that, unlike most of our competitors, someone who's an improver of a service or change can action these approvals from this self-service portal. Some of our customers have seen significant improvements to TCO from this feature alone. So back to the Google-like experience we talked about. The tiles in the center of the screen represent the service catalog, and if this user would like to order something from the catalog or report an issue using a predefined support offering, they would click on a tile to drill down to what they want. So if I want to order a new PC or have my existing PC repaired, I drill down on PCs and printers and click on the relevant offering. The offering gives me a description and presents a form for me to fill in, and that will raise a request that will be fulfilled by the relevant backend. So pretty straightforward, simple to navigate, easy to use process, and many people will choose to follow the bouncing ball, as it were. But for others, they would prefer the tool to guide them, to do what they would do when they have a non-corporate issue and just type in their question. So for the example we just saw, they would type in, repair my PC. As we get to repair, the Service Anywhere type ahead search is already making suggestions, and I could select directly from here. If we continue with typing my PC, it filters down to the offering we're after. And this brings us to the Big Data Service Desk tagline. The search ahead, the weighted results displayed are all possible because of the underlying big data analytics engine that powers Service Anywhere. The search uses natural language parsing. It finds the word patterns in all elements of the records within the data store. In this example, the search found service offerings that the user could select and that would go on to produce a ticket that would be processed by the service desk. But if we search for, say, emails on my mobile device, I see that someone else has asked a similar question, and there's also a knowledge article on how to connect. Given that the user question is about a Windows 8 mobile device, I'm going to ignore that and go straight to the knowledge article. Here we see the step-by-step instructions for completing the connection. We can see that there's a prerequisite for Afaria, and we even have a couple of helpful videos to guide us further. We also have the option to mark this article as helpful and even to add comments that may help improve the article. And by marking the article as helpful, we raise its rating, and that will affect its ranking. So at this point, we've made this end user happier by providing them an answer directly, without waiting on the phone for 30 minutes for an operator to answer, without waiting ages for an email response that inevitably gets lost in the morass of other emails that we're inundated with daily, and with an opportunity to quickly and painlessly offer feedback to improve the service. So, happy user, happy service desk. But, you ask, if we have users helping themselves, and let's face it, potentially not providing feedback, no matter how easy we made it, how does the central IT or service department know what information is being used and what areas need improvement? And again, the big data analytics capability of Service Anywhere comes to our aid. Let's have a look at knowledge management and the analysis of user activity, the hot topics. It allows us to easily analyze questions and requests submitted by the self-service portal users, even the things that are searched for that don't result in a record being created. The heat map is created in real time based on end user activity. The system automatically groups words and phrases within the user activity and groups the most common. And to be clear, this is not just searching on index fields. This analysis is on all the structured and unstructured data being entered. The authorized agent can then make decisions with a simple click and a checkbox, use the information to create new knowledge articles, or even create support offerings based on the information from the end user. The view shows at a glance how many users performed this search and how many hits there were on the generated results. This same capability is used in problem management to spot trends in incidents and to make problem identification so much easier. In my experience, for most customers, problem management is the least mature of their service management processes. Those that do problem management rely on after-the-fact reports to analyze and identify trends. Service Anywhere provides this capability out of the box and without need for configuration. We saw before how Service Anywhere allows end users to become more self-sufficient, but some users will still want to call a help desk and talk to an agent. And Service Anywhere also helps the agent to be more productive and resolve issues more quickly and efficiently. The live support interface is designed for agents taking and resolving issues over the phone. Let's say Aaron Caffrey has called in, and as the agent types Aaron's name, the search ahead feature presents suitable hits from the contacts database. Once we select the correct Aaron, immediately the agent can see all of Aaron's recent requests, and the agent can update a request or open a new one. In this case, we'll say Aaron has called in and said it's a new issue and he's unable to connect to SharePoint. As we type, the system automatically updates with suggested solutions, recent incidents, and potential offerings. Aaron adds that the issue is when he tries to connect from his mobile phone, and as we type that information in, the related info changes. We'll see the number of suggested solutions change, the number of related incidents change. As we said before, we're trying to cut down the number of tickets raised, but when a ticket is raised, Service Anywhere helps the agent resolve them as quickly and efficiently as possible. In the short time we have available here, let's look at one other important area, the big data analytics improves the efficiency of your operation. Change management. Obviously, the change management component has all the normal features like change calendar and impact analysis, where we can see what business services are potentially affected by configuration items in a change. Change analytics adds insight and suggestions into the success of your change management process. A simple pre-configured dashboard that shows the success rate of changes, all changes, standard, normal, emergency. What's the trend over time? We have the right ratio of standard changes to normal and emergency changes. Are standard changes more successful? How are we performing in terms of automating changes? And what business services have the most changes? Analytics also importantly provide suggestions in how you can improve. Should we change the Windows patch update template? What are the suggested action points? What do we do differently in successful changes? So that's just a short demo of some of the ways that Service Anywhere can help your help desk become more efficient and how it helps improve end user satisfaction. Thank you.